Independence Day by Meerschaum. This is an English aromatic. Happy early 4th of July. 4th of July is my second favorite holiday. We will be smoking it out of our Peterson Tyrone. And I just noticed that I cracked this pipe. I must have cracked it while I was cleaning. I was drawing on it before I came out here. I think it's gonna be all right. But there's a little crack right there. I'll take a picture, see if you can maybe see it, but that doesn't make me very happy because I like this pipe. They're not expensive though. I think they were only like 120 bucks, if even that. So I guess I'll buy another one if this one is broken, but we're about to find out. All right, let's get this cracked on open. Smells like candy a little bit. Okay, this is a broken flake, I believe. Through the paper though, it smelled like a little bit of like an alcohol candy. Very fruity also. And it looks a little weird. I don't know what that's all about. Can you see that? It's like a piece of, it looks like leather, but it's just paper, I guess. Maybe plastic. Nothing on it. I think maybe it's plastic. Maybe that's what I was smelling also. Two big old pieces, and then we've got a bunch of stuff that fell off on the side over there. Okay, so it smells like fruit and alcohol. Alcohol as in like spirits. You kind of get like a smoky, like a liquid smoke smell out of it. And raisins. But it's more, like you could smell raisins in there, but it's more fruity than it is raisins, because you could smell like a number of fruits in there. And I smell a little bit of chocolate. All right, let's see. I want to read the bottom of this. Maybe they'll tell us what I'm supposed to be smelling here. And it's written like it, I don't know who made this. It's Missouri Meerschaum, of course, but I think maybe Sutliff, because it's written like how Sutliff would usually write their stuff. Well, it says distributed by Missouri Meerschaum Company. I don't know. It looks like a Sutliff backing though. All right, it says Missouri Meerschaum's classic Independence Day blend reimagined as a crumble cake. And by the way, this is Independence Day, the special edition, because they also have a regular Independence Day. I don't know if they taste different. I do believe I have the regular one also, so I'll do a review probably next year, because I don't think they make very many 4th of July blends. So, all right, well, let's get this broken up and loaded into the pipe. Very easy to crumble. So you're just gonna rub it through your thumbs. Like take your finger and rub it. That's how you're gonna do it. Okay, and it feels, I don't think it's dry. This is a year-old tobacco. It's on the drier side, but there's a little tiny bit of moisture in there, so I think I got enough here, hopefully. If not, we'll break up some more. Running out of room on here. All right, let's get it loaded up. By the way, I do like English aromatics. English and aromatics are my two favorite blends. So whenever I could find an English aromatic, I love them. So this one hopefully ain't gonna disappoint. All right, on the dry draw, it's very fruity. And you get a little smoky out of there also. And a little bit of sweet. All right, let's get it lit on up. All right, when I was initially lighting it, puffing and breathing through my nose, it smelled really, really, really good. The initial light though is just kind of earthy. It's kind of like grass, dirt, and hay. And it's kind of bitter a little bit, especially on the dry draw, on the lit dry draw. And I kind of get like either a perfume or a flower out of there also, now that it's out though. All right, let's get it really going. Sweet also. I don't know if I said that. Okay, you definitely get pencil shavings out of there. Definitely English. I don't think it tells me what kind of tobacco is in here. It doesn't. But it's an English aromatic, so there's English for sure. There must be Latakia in there. I mean, there's got to be if it's in English. Okay, so there's just a tiny bit of spice, but it's like very, very tiny. It smells like a Cavendish in here, so it smells like that sweet, I don't know, it smells like a black Cavendish smells, the smell that you get when you're puffing a black Cavendish. That kind of vanilla-y sweet smell. But you 1000% get the pencils in there. And pretty much on everything. So when you're puffing, you get it. When you're puffing and breathing through your nose, you get it. You get it in the air, the smell that's in the air. The retrohale is kind of woody. Okay, and the spice kind of, it kind of engulfs your whole tongue, but it's only when you're puffing, so, yeah, so only when you're puffing, you get that spice. It's gone if you're not puffing, even with the smoke in your mouth, and it's definitely gone when there's nothing in your mouth. I'm getting a bit of vanilla. I gotta grab my book, so I'll be right back. All right, I got my book. Okay, so when I came back out here, it smelled good. So this is definitely a pleasant room note. When you're trying to get it going again, it's very sweet. So like when I picked it up and started puffing at it again, when it was almost out, it seems to burn very, very well. You get, I get kind of the smell that I relate to my grandpa. A lot of Boswell smokes also. You kind of get that smell in the air also, which is like what I relate to the Captain Blacks, but you get that smell also in there, but it's very, very faint. So every once in a while I'll get that smell and that memory, but it's not predominant. The predominant is the pencils in here. And it smells a little creamy also. So it's a creamier smoke. I think it's mild. The aftertaste in your mouth is just a sweet, it's just like sweet spit. And I actually think your breath's gonna smell good. It kind of smells vanilla-y. All right, let's get this book started. I don't know what tobaccos are in there. I'm gonna guess Latakia and Black Cavendish, but it doesn't say on here what it is. I'm gonna guess those two. I'll write them at the bottom here, I'll look it up. before I post the video. So I'll write them at the bottom here, but I'm gonna guess that it's Latakia and Black Cavendish. All right, so we are smoking Missouri Meerschaum Company Special Edition Independence Day. All right, the flavorings, I don't know what the flavorings are either, but I'm guessing it's vanilla, some type of vanilla. I'm not gonna write flavorings though. The cut is crumble cake, and it's K-A-K-E. All right, the 10 notes that I was getting out of there, it's smoky. You could smell smoky in there. It's very fruity. It's raisiny. You smell alcohol in there. Some type of spirit. It's very, very fruity. I wonder if there's a fruit topping on there. And you get like a vanilla chocolate. But predominantly fruit is what you smell in there. All right, the taste strength, I think it's mild. Room notes gotta be pleasant. It's on the drier side. This is a year old, by the way. But it's not completely dry. And it's in a tin. And we're smoking it out of our Tyrone Peterson. This pipe is cracked, but it seems to be burning all right. And we will get to the tasting in a little bit. Okay, when you bring it back up and it's pretty much out, but you puff it enough to get it going again, it's definitely earthy. It's a grassy hay that I'm getting in there. Okay, but then once you get it going, it resorts back to the pencil shavings and sweet. So like a sweet pencil shaving. I think my wife's up, so let me get the room note specialist.
It smells good.
Does it smell like anything? Or just good?
Just smells good. I wouldn't mind that inside.
It's definitely an insider?
Yep.
All right, thanks. All right, so this one you could definitely smoke inside. But I mean, aromatics you could smoke inside pretty much. If it's an aromatic, you pretty safe to smoke it inside. So like when I go to Vegas and I roll my those cigarettes with the tobacco smoke, I do aromatics because the aromatics are, I'm not gonna get people complaining, you know what I mean? Most people say it'll smell good or they'll look at me, but just to see what I'm smoking, not like a dirty look, but just looking to see what the hell is that he's smoking. So, all right, so we're about halfway. When I'm tamping it and puffing, it gets a lot spicier, but it still is gone by the time you're done puffing. Now you get the raisin though, now that you're at the halfway point. So when you puff and breathe through your nose, you get a raisin. It smells very creamy, but the taste is more of a sweet, smoky. So it's not really a creamy taste, but it smells creamy. It burns very, very well. I haven't relit it. And it's kind of a thick smoke. There's a lot of, my garage door is cracked, but there's a lot of smoke in here. So it's a thicker smoke. Definitely getting those raisins past the halfway mark. You know, it kind of, because it's a sweet pencil smell, every once in a while I'll get like, I won't taste it, but I could smell like hints of cinnamon. And you kind of taste like the alcohol, like, because it's fruity, so I would say it's like this is past the halfway mark. It's kind of like a sangria a little bit. That's also very, very faint though. But it's like on the back end of your puff, in the back of your tongue, you could taste like a fruity alcohol. So I would say it's like a sangria. But you still get those pencils. So it's definitely in English. All right. I think we're probably at the quarter. We're at the bottom quarter, so we're going to start filling this out. Okay. So you're predominantly getting pencils, all right? So it's definitely English. You get vanilla. There's a very mild spice to it. You get like a smokiness to it. You get raisins in there. It's like a sweet, creamy smell. Hints of cinnamon. You get that fruitiness. But you do get hints of that alcohol. So you do taste the fruit like throughout. Like you could taste the sweet fruit and you could taste the raisins, but on the back of your tongue, especially towards this bottom, it's like an alcohol. So I'm gonna call it a sangria. And you get that grassy hay in there. So it's earthy. And if we get anything else, we'll put it in there. It is a tasty smoke. And you know, I do kind of get a little bit of sour towards this bottom now. So like a sour, sweet, spicy. It does smell really good. And the smoke is, like, you could see the smoke on the ceiling, so it's pretty thick. Your retrohale is, it's mostly pencils, but it's kind of florally. You really get the raisins though. Like when you're puffing, oh, and when I just inhaled, like breathed through my nose a lot right there, I really did get the cinnamon. But when you're puffing and, like just puffing, every time you puff, it's pencils and raisins. So those are the predominant flavors in here. It is a floral retrohale. All right, I think we're getting close to the bottom, so we're gonna clean this out. Burns really well. I only lit it once. And we were pretty much done. There's a little tiny bit left. Maybe a minute left. Smells like wood burning when you put it in the bowl. Yeah, there's a tiny bit left, but it's pretty much done. So we maybe had a minute left. All right, well, today we did Independence Day by Missouri Meerschaum. And we smoked it out of our cracked Peterson Tyrone, and it still smokes fine. There's a big old crack right there though. It's like it's really big, you could see it, but it's dark, so I don't know if it'll show up in pictures. If it does, I'll show it to you, but there's a big, huge crack right here. And I would give this a 4 out of 5. I would definitely buy this again. I have a few tins of this because I got a bunch of them on tin bids on a different bid that I did. But I do believe you could buy this everywhere. So if you get your hands on this, this is pretty tasty. I would definitely try it. All right, so if you like Englishes, I think you would like this. If you like aromatics, it's very mild aromatics. So I also think you would like this. If you like English aromatics, you definitely like this. All right, so for you English people, it is predominantly pencils. So you're gonna get pencils out of there, but you do get this raisin all the time. And the vanilla that you get out of there from the Cavendish, which I'm assuming is the Cavendish, is very mild. So if you're not like a aromatic person, this is not a very strong aromatic. It smells very delicious, by the way. So if you could tolerate aromatics and you like Englishes, this is definitely going to be for you. Aromatic people, if you can't tolerate Englishes, it's more of an English than it is aromatic. But you also do get a little bit of spice, but it's a very mild spice. And you get the earthiness out of there. So if you like earthy tobaccos, this is for you. It's a little bit smoky. the floral part of it is only on your retro, and that's more towards the end. And it's not like overpowering. So if you're a person that doesn't like floral, it's very mild, the floral part on it. Anyways, I would definitely buy this again. I'm glad I got more than one tin of it. I'm gonna try, I think I do have the original one, not the special edition. So I'll try that. I think I'll wait a year though, because I've got so much tobacco in there. So maybe we'll do that next 4th of July. Anyways, enjoy your holiday. Have a great week. Have a great day. Thank you for watching, and
Bye.